Deep down, they may not say it, they might say it, but they do believe they are more important than other people. That they're smarter, more capable, better in every category almost. Next, they exaggerate their achievements. So they didn't just catch a fish this big, they catch a fish this big, right? So you get that kind of exaggeration that takes place. And they expect to be recognized by you as being better than you. So they expect you to look up to them and kind of adore them and stand in awe of how great they are. In their private fantasy mind, they have fantasies about how powerful they are and how powerful they're going to be and how successful they are and how attractive they are. And they can sometimes play in their mind, that person said hi to me today. They must be in love with me. And they can just start playing with that in their mind and developing a fantasy that everybody loves them because everybody said hi to them. And that's where they go. Like I said, they have an insatiable appetite for attention, praise, and admiration. They always are looking for a pat on the back, for validation. Now, I'm not saying you should never give people a pat on the back, because we should. That's part of being healthy. You validate people on what they're doing. A narcissist just wants it constantly. They're always looking for it. And then in their own mind, they think everybody's jealous of them. They think everybody wishes they could be like them. And that, again, is in their own deluded fantasies. A key thing to understand about narcissists is they're all about image. So they don't feel good enough inside, but they'll never admit that. So they base all of their value on their image. So their focus is looking good, okay? So they do that through a couple things. They associate with a high status person. So if you're a very good-looking woman and you've been with a narcissist, at some point you've wondered, I think I'm just a trophy on his arm. That he wants me on his arm because I make him look good. He doesn't really care about me. He just cares that I make him look better than if he didn't have me. So that's what narcissists do. And then if it's not a woman, then they want to say, I know the president of this, and I know the president of that, and they drop names, and they try to hang out and go for coffee with very influential people because it makes them look good, okay? Then they try to control how you think about them. So if they do something that maybe wasn't appropriate, they now will send you emails to explain away what they did and to tell you what you should conclude about them. So they put a lot of energy into managing their image and trying to control how other people think of them. Then arrogance, or their nose is a little bit in the air, a bit of snobbishness is there. Now, if you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, you understand this next one. They must never be wrong. Because their image says they always have to be right. So if you are in a conflict with a narcissist, they will never admit they're wrong, but rather they will take what happened and twist it to make you wrong. And they will take what you say and twist it to make you wrong. So what I say to people, don't argue with a narcissist, because the more you try to convince them of your truth, the more they're going to twist what you say and use it against you. Because they must never be wrong. And then, at first, a narcissist can act very caring, but as their true colors come out, you find they don't really have much empathy or care for other people's needs or feelings at all. Rather, it's all about me causes them to feel very entitled. That you owe me special treatment. You have to meet all of my needs. I don't have to meet any of your needs. So a relationship with a narcissist is never giving 50-50. It's always lopsided. You're doing the majority of the giving, they're doing all the getting. And that is their sense of entitlement. Then they don't think rules apply to them. So they live by a double standard. Rules apply to you, but not to me. I can go through your phone, you can't go through mine. So rules don't apply to them. They're the exception in their mind to every rule. Don't know how you're scoring yourself so far, but I'll keep going. What I mean by they're exploitive of others is this. Narcissists are all about manipulating you to meet their needs. Narcissists don't know how to love people, they just know how to use people. Now, in their minds, they're being loving because they're giving, they're kind in the early days, but what they're really doing is grooming you. They're giving to get. They're playing a long game where I'll give till I've got past their defenses and their guards, and they trust me, and then I'll get. So that is the manipulation that happens inside of a narcissist. Now, to help you understand that, when a person has a lot of shame deep down that they've never acknowledged, they're pretty sure that if people get to know them, nobody will ever want to meet their needs. So the only way they can get their needs met is not to express them, but to learn how to manipulate people to meet them. And so narcissists become master manipulators. They can get so good at manipulating, sometimes you're not even aware that they're manipulating you. Usually there's always a hidden agenda that's happening when you're working with a narcissist. And when you first meet a narcissist and they say, tell me about yourself, and you pour out your heart and tell them everything about yourself, guess what they're doing? They're taking notes. Oh yeah, here's where I can manipulate them. I got their hot button. Now I know what to use if I want to get something badly. They're taking notes on you. They must feel control, and they must always get what they want.